A tree falls on a walking woman in Mumbai and kills her. The BMC was warned about the bending tree 6 months ago, but they did nothing. Today, rather than wake up, apologize and take action, the Mumbai civic body is busy harassing radio jockey Malishka. Why? Because she created a song mocking the potholes in Mumbai's roads. Get a life, BMC.
मुंबई तुला बीएमसी वर भरोसा नाही का? मुंबईच्या रस्त्यामध्ये झोल झोल, रस्त्यांचे खड्डे कसे खोल खोल, खड्ड्यांचा आकार कसा गोल गोल. मुंबई तू माया संग गोड बोल. मुंबई तुला पावसावर भरोसा नाही का? मुंबईचं ट्रॅफिक किती लांब लांब, ट्रॅफिक मध्ये आपण जाम जाम, सिग्नलचा आकार कसा गोल गोल. मुंबई तू माया संग गोड बोल.
This is not a khadda. This is in fact a multi-purpose hole. Looks very cool. Sachin Tendulkar lives close by. Thoda haila wo feel aata hai. On this side of the hole, there's little bit of water in case any small animals, any birds, or even if small children want to drink water, they can come and drink here very peacefully. So these are all the facilities we are offering in Mumbai, especially in the Bandra area. Shame on all these citizens who are complaining against BMC or anybody for that matter. Everything is perfect over here. So please, shut up.
आरजे की बातें लगे जोक 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 जोक, आरजे को बोलने से मत रोक मत रोक. सोनू तुझे आरजे पे भरोसा नहीं क्या? नहीं क्या? सड़कें ये तेरी सारी ब्रोक 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 ब्रोक, गलियों की नालियां भी चौक 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 चौक. आरजे को बोलने से मत रोक मत रोक. सोनू तुझे आरजे पे भरोसा नहीं क्या? नहीं क्या? जब भी हम करते तुझे पोक 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 पोक, हम पे तू केस देता ठोक 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 ठोक. तुझको समझता नहीं जोक 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 जोक. आरजे को बोलने से मत रोक.
Recently, RJ Malishka came up with a parody video stating the situation of Mumbai after monsoon, that how BMC is unable to provide Mumbaikars a safe monsoon, and she focused on not just the potholes but the traffic, but the situation of roads and everything which has everything to do with Mumbai. And of course BMC couldn't handle the parody, went all after Malishka and served her a notice alleging her of having a dengue mosquito breeding spot at her house. One thing which BMC didn't understand is that of course it got its priority completely wrong. The potholes as stated by Malishka are a reality of Mumbai.
See, BMC should be a bit sport. They should rather appreciate if somebody brings to their notice by whatever method the shortcomings and the failures, and tell the person who is bringing it to your notice that we are taking all possible efforts to make corrections. Rather than, you see, instead of that, what they are doing is that they are trying to curb that voice, they are trying to fine that person, they are trying to file defamation suit and all that.
वो बिल्कुल गलत है. गड्ढे बहुत जगह है, वो कुछ करते नहीं है. वो कॉन्ट्रैक्टर है, सब पैसे खाते हैं. 60% 40% उनका ये है कमीशन होता है. ये तो पेपर में भी आता है. और अभी मलिश्का का गाना भी उनको ये हो गया. हाँ,
मलिश्का को उन्होंने नोटिस दे दिया. मलिश्का ने गाना
गलत है. वो सुधार करो ना, सुधार करो. आपके हाथ में पैसा है, हम चुन के देते आपको. हाँ, शर्म आनी चाहिए ना.
शिवसेना ने मलिश्का को धमकी भी दी है, तो आपको लगता है कि मतलब ये सही है एक तरह से?
नहीं, ये सही नहीं. इससे अच्छा इलाज करो, रोड के ऊपर इलाज करो, आम आदमी का जीवन सुखी करो.
नहीं, अभी गड्ढे की बात की जाए तो मुझे लग रहा है कि गड्ढे तो है ही जो पहले से, मगर परसेंटेज वाइज थोड़े से कम होंगे. मगर ये क्या इतना सारा छोटा काम नहीं है, इसको भी संभालना थोड़े मुश्किलात है. मगर उसके भी बावजूद लोग वो कोशिश तो कर रहे हैं.
It is true that everything will not be 100% right, but criticism should be tolerated and it should be replied by set writing the things instead of going for a defamation case and all that. They should apologize to her, withdraw the defamation case and set right the things and take action on the officers who are responsible for this type of offensive against those who criticize the BMC.
मैं समझता हूँ कि अपने विफलता को छिपाने के लिए शिवसेना या वहाँ के कॉरपोरेशन इस तरह की बातें कर रहे हैं. होना ये चाहिए था कि अगर इस तरह की कोई शिकायत आई है तो अविलंब उस पर कॉरपोरेशन कार्रवाई करता, शिवसेना कार्रवाई करता और वैसे तमाम जो जिम्मेदार हैं इसके लिए उनके खिलाफ कार्रवाई करता। तो ये उल्टा जो कार्रवाई हो रही है वो ठीक नहीं है।
I hope they have been told by their lawyers that speaking the truth is never defamatory. There's no question, and everybody knows this. Everyone has to go through those ditches and the potholes. Do you know? Everyone knows the truth. How can BMC shut its eyes to that?
All right, so a tree falls on a walking woman in Mumbai and kills her. The BMC was warned about the bending tree 6 months ago, but they did nothing. Today, rather than wake up, apologize and take action, the Mumbai civic body is very busy harassing Radio Jockey Malishka. Why? Because she created a song mocking the potholes in Mumbai's roads. We have with us Share NC spokesperson, the BJP, Khushbu Sundar spokesperson of the Congress, Arun Bhatia, former senior IAS officer, and Dr. Ved Prakash Vedic, political analyst. But before that, before we come to you, we also have with us Rajat Nath, husband of Kanchan Nath. She's the lady who died in Mumbai this weekend after a coconut tree fell on her on the road. Rajat Nath, condolences for your great loss over there. What action are you planning against the BMC?
Exactly, I am going to take it legally. I am going to take it. Yes. I am going to take it legally in the proper course, and I will see that it meets the correct end. And let me tell you, if the BMC officials are listening to me or not, many people have come and condoled the death of my wife. The local corporator, she has come. Many people have come and condoled the death of my wife. The local corporator, she has come. Many other NGOs have come, and they have condoled my death. Not a single person from BMC has even turned up to show his or her face since Thursday, 20th of July till today. No one has come.
Yeah, in fact, Mr. Nath, 3 people have already died this year because of falling trees in Mumbai. Then, of course, so many more have died because of potholes. I mean, all this is so preventable. I mean, what do you say about the BMC's attitude?
They are so prompt in taking action against those people who, point out their deficiencies.
Yeah.
And when we point out their deficiencies, not a single person turns up, even to condole, say sorry that you have lost your wife because of our negligence. You have lost your wife. Okay, let them not initially even say it's because of our negligence. At least they can come and even apologize. Okay, we are sorry. Whether it is their negligence or not, we have the proof, and it will be proven in the course of action that we take through the corridors of law. When we go through, it will be proven. We are sure about that. But see, this is BMC. When it comes to their part, they keep quiet, and somebody points out, they'll take immediate action.
The BMC is the richest civic body in Asia. Their budget is 25,000 crore rupees this year. I mean, wonder how they utilize them.
I would be surprised if some RJ comes out with something on my wife's death on trees. I will not be surprised, and I'm going to be more. I'll be not even surprised if by Tuesday they even sue that person who makes a parody song on Mumbai's falling trees. I will not be surprised.
All right, Mr. Rajat Nath, thanks very much for joining us, and once again, condolences on the loss of your wife over there. Let's go across to Khushbu from the Congress party. Khushbu, I mean, the former DD anchor Kanchan Nath dies when a coconut tree falls on a road in Mumbai. This is the 3rd fatality from a falling tree this year in the city. I mean, I'm just wondering, why can't they, prune the trees properly, especially before the monsoon?
It's a complete negligence of the BMC, what we see here, whether it was the death of a woman who was walking down the street or what the action have been taken against the RJ Malishka. I think it's just the complete negligence of BMC. It's the richest civic body. It takes up to even the 10 other cities, the civic body expenditure cities, the metro cities of India, which includes Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and the other places, and Patna, Nashik, Nagpur, and yet, I mean, there's so much of negligence. If you look into it, last year they had hardly spent 26% of the entire expenditure budget that was allocated to BMC. So where is the money going? Is anybody even looking into it? Is anybody giving a complete white sheet as to where the money is going? And let me tell you, in the money which is allocated to BMC, it is 50 or more than 50% goes to the people for their salaries as well as for the pensions of the BMC. So where is the money being spent on the allocation?
Let me put this to Shena from the BJP. Shena, can you hear me?
And the betterment of the
Yes,
city.
I can.
Where is the money going?
Shena,
Who is responsible for that?
Shena, third fatality from a tree falling in Mumbai this year. Why can't trees be pruned properly, especially before the monsoons in the city? It just sounds so basic.
Jujar, first let me please say on record, the death of Kanchan Gupta, who is all of 58, is absolutely a case of criminal negligence. This tree belonged to a private resident called Avinash Pol, who had complained to the garden department in February.
Yes.
In February, we all know that this complaint was made,
Yes.
follow-up of which he paid 1,380 rupees to the BMC and
Yes.
asked them to come and do away with this tree.
Yes, and they did
Despite
do that.
administration did nothing.
Yeah.
Now, this unfortunate incident that took place...
But you have to answer for that.
The account...
You people are running the BMC along with the Shiva Sena.
The Shiv Sena corporator of the MLA, the Shiv Sena MLA and the Shiv Sena MP must take this up with the civic authorities, because this is a case of absolute negligence of the authorities.
No. Yeah, but Shena, I accept that the Shiva... Listen, Shena, I accept that the Shiva Sena...
So don't ask me to comment on them.
No.
I
But listen, Shena, I know the Shiva Sena has to take the major part of the blame over here because, you know, the area comes under their cooperator, but the BJP and the Shiva Sena are running the BMC together. So number one, you have to be accountable.
They're not running together. Please do get your facts correct. The Chief Minister of the state, Devendra Fadnavis, has had the courage of conviction for the first time in the history of BMC to put faulty contractors in jail. This is the first time that this government has ensured that perpetrators of crime, irrespective of part of the system or not, they have been brought to task. And we are not...
The administration, led by the municipal commissioner, the municipal commissioner, Ajay Mehta, is answerable to the State Urban Development Department and the Chief Minister, Devendra Fadnavis. You are as much accountable as the Shiva Sena.
But the culpable, the criminality of this lies with the Garden Department, who chose not to act.
Which is your coalition partner, so whichever way you look at it, I mean, look.
As I have assured on Times Now, that Mr.
Shena, the BJP, the municipal commissioner reports to your State Department, reports to the Chief Minister. And you're in a coalition with the Shiv Sena, which is also responsible. How can you just shrug off the accountability?
If you want a constructive reply, have the patience to hear what the panelist is saying. I'm
having the patience to listen to you, but you're not answering the question.
I am personally taking on the case of Kanchan Nath with our Honorable Chief Minister to ensure that perpetrators of crime, irrespective of whether they belong to the Garden Department or the tree authorities, and people who have failed to act on a complaint of February, where a citizen has vigilantly, we must applaud Avinash Pol for paying the money to BMC and asking for this tree to be felled. And despite that...
You sound like you're in the opposition. You're in the ruling party over there. You're accountable. I mean, what you were saying, Khushbu should be saying. Khushbu from the Congress. What do you want to say to Shena?
Nothing, it's just that the blame game continues. Shiv Sena says something and then the BJP blames the Shiv Sena. BJP does something and Shiv Sena finds an appropriate time to push the blame and shift the blame on the BJP. So it's a hand and glove kind of a crime, what we have been seeing, blaming each other and shaking hands whenever they feel like. But I think both BJP, the ruling government, as well as the BMC, Shiv Sena, should be ashamed of themselves, that rather than looking into the accountability as to who's responsible and taking the people who are responsible for this into taking a severe action and criminal action against them, the blame game continues.
Arun
There are people who have died already,
Bhatia.
and you don't know what is in store for tomorrow. Yeah. The rains are lashing the city. There are more rains coming in.
Arun Bhatia, I mean, is it rocket science to survey trees and cut and prune those that are dangerous for people walking by?
I think, sir, the first thing is the government has to be blamed. The Shiv Sena and the Congress and the BJP, there's no difference between them as far as urban administration is concerned. Clogged drains, sewage treatment plants not functioning, not even adequate number provided, anti-flood measures which we were supposed to take years ago have not been taken. So all these parties are guilty. The government actually, according to the Act, is the supervisor of the corporation. They can supersede the corporation for financial irregularity, misappropriation, maladministration. But they sleep. They don't want to upset their own party men and the party cadres, so they distance themselves from these corporations.
And that is what Shena NC was just doing. Shena, please respond to Mr. Arun Bhatia.
This is an aspect of corruption. No.
Yeah, let Shena respond to you. Shena to Arun Bhatia.
We have always sought accountability from the party in power in the BMC, which happens to be the
Arun Bhatia is saying that you are responsible. The state government has supervisory role of the BMC. You can't just shift the blame, and you're partners with the Shiv Sena as well on top of that.
You know, I think that this is becoming a bit of a ridiculous debate because you're not interested in listening to what I'm saying.
No, I'm interested.
I am saying time and again.
But just shrugging off all responsibility.
Of criminal negligence, I am saying it on record. Should the Kanchanji's case be given justice? Absolutely.
Yeah, but who is negligent?
Kanchanji's case be given justice? Absolutely.
Yeah, but who is negligent?
That with the Chief Minister himself. Our civic authorities...
Arun Bhatia saying this is a case of dual negligence.
Yes, it is. It is the civic authority and the garden department that didn't take cognizance of this complaint is something that is going to be brought up. But we are not in power and the BMC stand corrected. We chose not to be into the lust of power. And more importantly, we chose to stand by the conviction that if the people of Mumbai want accountability and transparency, this government will give it to them by supporting issues which are in the interest of the city and where there are lacunas in the system, as the contractors who went into jail for the first time. This was a clear-cut example of where our Chief Minister acted on the basis of courage of conviction and the political...
All right, let me bring in Dr. Ved Pratap Vaidik. Dr. Vaidik, it's interesting. Earlier this evening, I was listening to outgoing President Pranab Mukherjee giving his farewell speech in Parliament. And one of the things I remember he was saying was that, one thing he's learned is that where you make a mistake in politics, it's better to just accept the mistake, acknowledge it, and then correct it. I mean, I'm just wondering in this context, why is it that whether it's the Shiv Sena or the BMC or the BJP, they're so defensive? Nobody wants to acknowledge their mistake. Dr. Vaidik, audio.
Shiv Sena or BJP or even Congress, why should they pass on blame to each other?
Yes.
In fact, they should accept their mistake and they should try to rectify it. What's the big deal about it? And you see, I am told that the lady who has, talked about these potholes and others, she has been imposed a fine. A fine has been imposed on her.
I can't hear Dr. Vaidik. All right. 1 second, Dr. Vaidik. I think there's an audio problem with your line. We will try and fix that. But, while people are being killed because of falling trees in Mumbai, the BMC is busy harassing Radio Jockey Malishka Why? Because she made a song mocking the potholes in Mumbai, and we'll show you a bit of the video, you know, on your screen as well. Mr. Arun Bhatia wants to come in over here. Yes, Mr. Bhatia.
Yes, I think, sir, this is a very important aspect, that when something like this happens, the whistleblower or the person who is actually voicing a very mild form of resistance or very mild criticism, they have the audacity to serve a notice and to threaten her with a case of defamation, and the Shiv Sena does its usual job by threatening her. So I think that needs to be addressed. She should file an FIR against the Shiv Sena. The notices should be withdrawn. The defamation complaint should be withdrawn by the central government. There's no point sitting on TV and giving a speech. Madam, go and ask your government to do this. They can do it today.
Khushbu, the Shiv Sena's response has been that the RJ rather is maligning the BMC. I mean, I'm wondering how Malishka is maligning the BMC when what she's talking about, which is that there are potholes in the roads of Mumbai, is true. Where's the maligning? Where's the defamation here?
10.
I think BMC is the only people who will be able to respond to this. The Shiv Sena will be able to respond to this because they have charged.
They don't want to talk about it. The
Shiv
Shiv Sena doesn't want to come over here and debate this on this topic.
Which is absolutely bizarre because she has. I think, you know, looking at Malishka, RJ Malishka, we have seen that she has spoken about different issues. She has spoken about food, she has spoken about sexual harassment, she has spoken about the train problem, she has spoken about so many other issues in Maharashtra, in Mumbai especially, and it's only now the BMC wakes up because it's directly attacking them. But I think that's a fact, that's the absolute truth of what is the happening of Mumbai city today. Everyone is complaining. She is voicing the opinion of the people who live in Mumbai. She is just in the forefront talking about what every Mumbaiker feels. And let me tell you, my family, half of my family is in Mumbai. And this is an everyday problem. And I'm saying with so much of allocation of the money, and there's nothing. There are potholes, the roads are not nice, the entire city gets flooded with one rains.
And Dr. Vaidik, you know what the Shiv Sena spokesperson is saying
and
today?
I would say bravo. I'd really say bravo because it takes a lot of guts to speak up. It takes a lot of guts to speak up. And I would say, Malishka, go ahead. People like us and people from Mumbai, they stand with you. And I just heard what Mr. Bhatia said. I think she should take it head on with the BMC and Shiv Sena and definitely file FIR against her for going and threatening her. It's not done.
But you know, Mr. Bhatia,
you are not having a Hitler, you know, kind of a government body here.
Yes. But Mr. Bhatia, the Shiv Sena spokesperson Manisha Kayanade has said today that, well, you know, radio jockeys, their job is to entertain people. Why do they comment on social issues when they are far from ground realities? I mean, what kind of a bizarre statement is that? I mean, who's more disconnected from ground realities over here? The RJ or the spokesperson of the Shiv Sena?
You see, sir, this Shiv Sena has been spoilt in Maharashtra. Nobody has checked their dadagiri. They say what they like, they do what they like, they call the bandh wherever they like, they disgrace people and they threaten people. The cops cannot act. This is the mafia-run city. And one is scared to say anything against them, even on TV, because the next day somebody will land up at your doorstep and ring the bell and the cops will not be there to help you. This has to be stopped.
Shaina, let me just ask you, because after the song that Malishka came out with, you know, sort of, you know, on the potholes in Mumbai, the BMC's insecticide department went to a home in Mumbai and issued a notice. The notice says that there's stagnant water in your potted plants where mosquitoes could breed. I mean, what kind of vendetta is this?
I completely agree. If at all, I agree with Khushbu ji completely that we need to applaud Malishka for speaking up and speaking up as a Mumbaikar and speaking up on a cause that she and crores of other Mumbaikars want to highlight. But as I say, in a democracy, opinion is welcome, criticism is welcome, concrete criticism should be encouraged. If there are lacunas in the system, do understand. Kirit Somaiya was the first member of parliament who brought up the shoddy job of contractors, and the first time in the history of Maharashtra have contractors of the BMC been put behind bars? And I'm not talking about just the people who are contractors, but also the civic administration who faltered or colluded with them. So I think the Shiv Sena is not entitled to play these vendetta games or have these defamation cases, and our leadership, both at the state as well as in the city, have spoken up vociferously in order to support her and to tell her that she is on the right track.
Yeah, Khushbu, what would you like to say? You'll be happy, of course, to hear that Shena from the BJP and you, of course, from the Congress, you are one against the Shiv Sena on this today.
No, I think it's very important that people with similar thinking minds should come together and learn and have the courage to call spade a spade. Most of the times on a political platform, or like Mr. Bhatia said, the fear which has been installed in you, the fear psychosis which has been created in the minds of Mumbaikar by the Shiv Sena and the BMC, that needs to go, and we need to stand together and say there is an issue which needs to be adhered to, there's an issue which needs immediate attention, and we have to look into it as together as one citizen of the city, and that is what is important. And everyone has to stand with the Malishka and say that this woman is brave enough to speak what the others would actually fear to talk about.
Yeah. Arun Bhatia, the Ministry of Road Transport, has come out with figures for the year 2015 that there were 10,876 people in the country who were killed by potholes on the roads. That's about 30 people every day. And Maharashtra, in fact, by the way, has the highest proportion, 812. Why there's so many potholes and people having 10,000 people every year having to die because of potholes in our country? And it's not just, of course, Maharashtra, though that accounts for the highest. I mean, I live in Delhi, the potholes over here. It's everywhere in the country.
Sir, the specific corruption regarding potholes is quite unique. When maintenance, and the maintenance budget is very high, but it's very badly monitored, because as you said, there are thousands of potholes. So the engineers keep reporting 2,000 filled in, 5,000 repaired. Nobody actually goes and measures the circumference and the depth of the pothole, whether it's been repaired properly, whether the gitti, the stone, or what we call metal, has been mixed with the tar. Nobody inspects that. And a lot of funds, actually on the road the same thing happens, because all the audit is internal. It is the departmental staff that maintains the measurement book. It's the departmental executive engineer who goes and checks the work done by the contractor and certified by his subordinate. So that's what we mean by institutionalized corruption, where all the rungs in the department are involved in the corruption, and all the procedures and processes of that department facilitate this corruption. And
Shena, would you like to respond to that?
So you have to have a physical audit. You have to do what the Prime Minister...
Yeah, institutionalized corruption going on over there. And this is going on for years. Shena, your response, please, to Mr. Arun
It's all very well to talk about the institutionalized corruption, but please see the positive steps we're taking to do away with lacunas in our system. If we didn't have the courage of conviction, where would you see these corporators who were in collusion with some contractors and civic administration be put behind bars and blacklisted from working in BMC? This is a positive step. I'm not saying that this is the only step or the only solution. Accountability is a must, but as a society, if we're only going to sit to critique, where is the positive action going to come from? And the Chief Minister has been trying at the utmost level, to ensure that the state government, multiple agencies and the 37 departments that go into repairs of roads of Mumbai are all working collaboratively.
Shen, I'm going to interrupt you because you're completely running out of time. We've just got 20 seconds left. A quick final question to Dr. Vaidik. I'm sorry we had lost you earlier because of your audio problem, Dr. Vaidik, but in 20 seconds, what would you like to say to the BMC tonight, which is facing a double problem this weekend?
Well, I'll ask BMC to accept its mistake and reward the lady journalist which has pointed out potholes in the prestige of Shiv Sena. She has helped Shiv Sena improve its image. Shiv Sena should be grateful, BJP should be grateful to that lady journalist. And people should be aware of all these difficulties, and they should be also careful not to fall in the potholes.
All right, we'll leave it over
At the
there.
same time,
And
the corruption.
yes,
When we
yes,
some cases of corruption
yes,
come to fore,
yes,
then they should be punished severely,
yes.
so that it should be a bone-shaking punishment.
Yes.
This is not happening in the country.
Yes.
That is what I have to say.
Yes. So we leave it over there, and once again I'll reiterate what the outgoing President Pranab Mukherjee said in Parliament House this evening in his farewell speech, because it's actually very appropriate. One of the things he talked about this evening was that one of his lessons in political life has been that where you've made a mistake as a politician, it's far better to just accept it and then rectify it rather than keep defending yourself against it. Because frankly, I think as the BMC hopefully should realize, we're all seeing through it this weekend. We leave it over there. Thank you very much to all our guests for joining us. Thank you for watching as well. Bye-bye.